Widya is here and welcome back to my video. Today I'm gonna tell you, inform you, of course I'm gonna force you to learn my lesson, because this lesson is very important when you are in conversation or talking with someone and more. So let's get started.
What is morphological process and how is it processing to build the word? Morphological process is a means of changing a stem to adjust its meaning to fit its synthetic and communicational context. There are two ways of morphological process. First is concatenative. Concatenative is putting morphemes together. The second is non-concatenative. We can call it modifying internal structure of morphemes. Now you can see at morphological process scheme there are two processing in concatenative, compounding and affixation. Also in non-concatenative there are four processing: reduplication or repetition, internal modification, conversion, and the last is back derivation. When two words are used together to yield a new meaning, a compound is formed. Compound words can be written in three ways as open compound. An open compound word is created in cases when the modifying adjective is used with its noun to create a new noun. This is not quite the same as a noun with a modifying adjective. We just use a space between the adjective and the noun, so sometimes it can be hard to identify as a compound. However, if the two words are commonly used together, it's considered to be a compound word. For example, end zone and high school. The second is close compound word. Close compound words look like one word. At one point, these words were not used together, but they are now accepted as a real word in the English language. Close compound words are usually made up of only two words. For example, newspaper, goldfish, and highway. The last is hyphenated compound word. There are a great many grammar rules regarding hyphens in compound words. One important rule of thumb to remember is that in most cases, a compound adjective is hyphenated if placed before the noun it modifies, but not if placed after the noun. For example, mother-in-law and second rate. Next is affixation. Affixation is the morphological process that consists of adding an affix. It is a bound morpheme to a morphological base. The affixation we will discuss are prefix and suffix. Prefix are letters that are added to the beginning of a word. Prefix change the meaning of a word. For example, preschool. The prefix is pre. The prefix pre means before. So the word preschool means before school. In this table are examples for prefixes. You can see for negative and positive terms is un, non, in, this, and re. For size terms is semi, mini, and micro. For location terms is inter, super, trans, ex, and extra. For time and order terms is pre, ante, for, post. The last is number terms: mono, bi, hex, oak, and multi. Then there is a suffix. A suffix is added to the end of a word to make a new word. Suffixes are letters added to the end of a word. A suffix also changes the meaning and the word class of a word. Let's see the example. Careless. The suffix is less. The suffix less means without. So the word careless means without care. In this table are example for suffixes. For nouns is ans, uns, or ist, ness. For verbs is eyes, ate, fi, and I fi. For adjectives is able, less, ice, I call, is, if, and the last is adverbs. Easily. Next, there is reduplication or repetition. This process can be classified according to the amount of form that is duplicated, whether complete or partial, and in the latter according to exactly which part. Several types of reduplication in English. First, rhyming reduplication. For example, hokey pokey, riddle dazzle, super duper, boogie woogie, teeny weeny, walkie talkie. Second, exact reduplication. This is sound baby talk like bye bye, choo choo, night night, no, pee pee, poo poo. And the last is about reduplication. For example, brick break, chit chat, crisscross, kitty cat, knick knack, Peter Peters, please place, and zigzag. Internal modification. Vowel modification. Vowel modification appear when the tenses is changed, like begin, began, ring, rang, sing, sang, speak, spoke, steal, stole, bind, bound, find, found. Next is consonant modification. Consonant modification appear when the class word is changed. Take a look, for example. From noun to verb, there are two consonants, F and V. For example, believe and believe. Consonant S and Z. Advise, advise. Consonant S and D. Defense, defend. And the last consonant T and D. Bend, bend. Next is mixed modification. Actually, this term just reiterate about vowels and consonants in modification. I think this is not quite important because the most important thing that how you remember consonant and vowels work in modification. Let's move to another. Tonal modification. Tonal modification is a term in African language, so I'm not gonna wasting our time, so let's move to another. Stress modification. A base can undergo a change in the placement of stress to reflect a change in its category. For example, from noun to verb. For noun, the stressive on first syllable, and verb, the second syllable. Let's try. Record, record. Contrast, contrast. Subject, subject. Next is suppulsion or total modification. A morphological process whereby a root morpheme is replaced by a phonologically unrelated form in order to indicate a grammatical contrast. For example, in basic form and suppletive form. I become me, be become were, and good become well. Next, there is a conversion, a process by which a word belonging to one word class without any change of form but the function of word is changed. For example, verb to noun, to attack, attack. Noun to verb, comb to comb. Name to verb, harpo to harpo. Adjective to verb, dirty to dirty. Preposition to verb, out to out.
Right, that is for today's lesson. Did you enjoy it? Did it make you stay to the end? Well, when you are watching this, it did. So, I will see you soon in my next video. See you and bye!